The piano team of Melvin Stecher and Norman Horowitz claim to be the most toured duo pianists in the world, playing in Europe, Japan, Australia, and the United States. They've played concerts in Sioux Falls before in recent years, but this year they came to South Dakota to conduct a piano workshop. Bobby Lauer caught up with them there.
Too much. You have to now build a crescendo gradually to there. Can we start from the top? Hurry it along, there's nothing going on.
Melvin Stecher and Norman Horowitz started as a two-piano team in 1951. In 1960, they started the Stecher and Horowitz School of the Arts in New York. It's through the 300-student school that they conduct workshops like this one at Augustana College.
We always enjoyed working with young people. That's a very exciting part of our lives, education. And as far as the workshops, we enjoy going out, working with teachers, telling them what we do in our school, telling them about the materials.
We're trying to share with them, really, our experiences with the youngsters that we work with. We try to bring to them quality music.
Left hand. Okay, try once more at the beginning, and make it more important. Jump, bomb, good.
Stecher and Horowitz began performing when they were about the age of the workshop students. They were the first duo pianists to perform at Radio City Music Hall.
We were students at a conservatory of music, and we were in our sort of late teens, and we wondered how we would eventually earn a living as adults. And we decided one summer to perhaps learn a few things at two pianos and utilize that skill and perform in an area known as the Catskills, the Catskill Mountains, which are in New York. And they have many, many resorts there. And we thought if we could sort of sell that concept for a summer program, that it might be the first introduction to playing as a two-piano team.
Actually, there was one other point. Norman did have two pianos in his home. If he didn't have two pianos, we probably wouldn't be a two-piano team.
Generally, when Stecher and Horowitz perform, it's with two Steinway concert grand pianos at a 2-hour recital. This is an impromptu concert just for us. Stecher says it's difficult to name a favorite composer.
When we first started out, we used to play in, what should we say, lighter music. We used to play in a lot of restaurants. For the first 4 or 5 years. It was difficult to get engagements. And of course, we always really were concert pianists, but then we were delighted when we got back into the concert field with a manager in 1955. But it's very difficult when you're playing Brahms, you think Brahms is your favorite composer. When you're playing Schubert, you think Schubert is your favorite composer. But we really love them all.
Horowitz says while there is not a wealth of material for duo pianists, they have been able to put together performances that have taken them to many parts of the world.
There is a standard repertoire for two pianos. I wouldn't say it's a wealth of repertoire. It doesn't compare at all with the solo piano repertoire. But we have, I would say, perhaps maybe 8 very fine programs that would be acceptable in any of the leading cities of America or Europe of original two-piano music, written by composers like Brahms and Mozart and more contemporary Darius Milhaud, many, many varieties of composers that give us the gamut of these diversified programs.
Stecher and Horowitz are rather a rarity in the music field. When they paired up, they say there were about 8 or 10 two-piano teams. Now they say it's closer to 3 or 4, and not all of those are worldwide performers. The communication between the two musicians is an art in itself. With a nod here and a glance there, each keeps track of the other.
Certain aspects of two-piano playing make it even more difficult than being a solo artist as far as two people playing together. You both have to be exactly on. I think when you build a career, you probably could just have one partner and that's it. And it takes too long to make a good team.
But a lot of good teams in various fields have split after a much shorter stint than the 35 years Stecher and Horowitz have put in together.
Well, I think that we have a lot of stick-to-itiveness. I think we always love to perform. We've been performing since we were in our early teens. We love music, and we love the feeling of getting better and better in the art. And I think that's really what keeps you together. Every year, you can really say honestly that you are getting better in the art. And that makes it very, very exciting.
As two musicians, we've expanded Stecher and Horowitz beyond the concert stage. We founded a School of the Arts in 1960, which is today a nonprofit educational foundation in Cedarhurst, New York, with 300 students. We have an extensive library known as the Stecher and Horowitz Piano Library, which is used by thousands and thousands of students throughout the country, as well as it's now published in Japan, and it's extensively used throughout Australia.
Stecher says there is also one other thing that keeps them going.
We really don't have the time to stop.
Bobby Lauer reporting for 30.